I'm here to tell the truth about the Heat. This is the most confused I've been as a Heat fan. Because on paper, you look at the roster, we got a deep roster. And then you watch the games, and we're mid as hell. We're mid as hell. Let me pull up a clip real quick for y'all from Udonis Haslem and Mike Miller's podcast. They had Pat Riley on there, and he talked about the Heat's core.
Right now, they're the guys. Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero, Terry Rozier, all the other guys that sort of come up, sort of behind them. You got to put all this together and put it together and get out there and win. And I think they're more than capable of it.
Now, let's break down that core. Jimmy Butler.
Long shot, good!
Bam Adebayo.
Screen and slams it in over Porzingis with the poster and a foul.
Tyler Hero. Terry Rozier. That's a solid core to have, but they're not performing. They're not producing. Here's why. Let's start with number one. Our main guy, Jimmy Butler, Jimmy Buckets.
But Jimmy Butler, he's going to play out next season under his current contract with the Heat. I'm told he will not be signing an extension with the Heat or any other team ahead of his opt-out in 2025 free agency. And this clears up any notion of a trade demand out of Jimmy Butler. He intends to play out next season. He has an affinity for Miami, wants to be with the Heat next season. So he has 2 years remaining on his deal, $49 million this upcoming year. Then that player option in 2025 for $52 million. And I'm told Jimmy Butler is absolutely determined to have a big season next year and set himself up for a major payday in 2025 free agency when he can sign a deal 4 years up to $240 million.
14th season, 35 years old, contract year, understandable. So we're expecting a big year out of you, right? Wrong. 18 points per game, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. This is why I believe that Jimmy Butler today in 2024 and 2025 cannot be your number one option. He cannot be your best player. Making $48 million this year, averaging 18 points per game, shooting 11 field goals per game. It's not going to work, bro. It's not. That's not going to win us games anymore. We win all those series. We had those good runs when he's shooting 25 shots, 20 shots, when he's acting like the guy. We win games when he's acting like the guy, but that's not every night. Granted, Tyler's having a career year, but he's shooting the ball way more efficient than he was in the last year, so you can't sit here and say Tyler's chucking. We got Terry Rozier. Let's get into him. We brought him over. He played 30 games for us last year, averaged 16 points per game. Cool, that's a nice addition because it helps us with those scoring droughts we would have at times. Cool. Let's add in a 16 point per game scorer for Kyle Lowry. I thought that was a good addition. Cool. We're losing out on some defense though, but let's see how it goes. Misses the playoff series against the Celtics. Cool, let's run it back. 17 games this season he's played. He's gotten benched, and he's averaging 13 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists, shooting 40% from the field. And it's not like he's back on the Hornets where, people are game planning for him. You got people like Tyler, Jimmy, and Bam on your team, bro. You're getting open looks. You're not hitting them. You're not producing. It's just not. I don't think it's going to work. I don't think we're a match for him. And that's cool. That's fine. I think we need more of a defensive-minded point guard. I don't think we need another scoring point guard. You wanted to get rid of Kyle Lowry. Cool. He's getting old. He can't produce offensively like he needed to. That's fine. Let's go get somebody who can play defense, doesn't need to score, can hit the 3 at times. I think that Lonzo would be a good piece if he can stay healthy. I think that would go great, him and Tyler in the backcourt. And let's move on to Bam. I think him and Tyler are our core, but man, he's having a shitty start to the year. 15 points per game, shooting 41% from the field as a center. Now, I will say that I like that he added the three-point shot to his game. He's shooting 33% from the three this year, which I don't think is terrible for a center. So I like it, and he's not shooting too many. So it's not like he's just falling in love with the three, shooting, like 2.5 threes a game, which isn't bad at all. But man, he's shooting terrible. Like last night, we just got killed by the Celtics in a game where they don't have Al Horford, they don't have Porzingis, and you go out there and shoot 6 for 18 against Luke Cornett and Kata, the third and fourth centers on Celtics roster. Here's how you help Bam get out of this struggle. You just drafted a 7-footer, super athletic, protects the rim, can shoot threes. Put him out there with Bam. See how it goes. You're going to have to put a center on him because he's 7'1". What does that do to Bam? Puts a forward on him. They can't guard him. Try that. I haven't really seen that this year. I don't think I've seen it at all. I've only seen Kel Ware come in as the backup when Bam's not in. Put them out there together. See how it goes. Maybe that'll work for you. All in all, I don't think that this nucleus, this core is going to cut it anymore. I think that we had great runs with Jimmy. He was a great addition to the Heat coming off the heels of the D-Wade era. He helped continue that hard-nosed Heat basketball, Heat culture. He is the epitome of that. But for $48 million at 35, not even shooting the ball that much, it's just not going to cut it. He's not the defender he once was. He still defends at a high clip, but he's not. You're not going to ask him to sit here and defend your best player every night because it's just not. It's not going to work anymore. So I think some moves need to be made. If y'all want to see me talk about that in another video, what we could do in terms of making a move, I'll gladly do that. Let me know in the comment. Or maybe let me know if I'm tripping. Am I tripping? Should we keep riding with this nucleus even though we've been riding with the same core for the last 4 or 5 years? Y'all let me know in the comments. It's good to be back. It's also not good to be back under these terms. Maybe I'll keep doing videos like these. We'll see. Peace.